So today's story is Robots versus Trucks, The Sweet Surrender. The living room floor was a disaster zone of plastic dinosaurs, half-finished black towers, and one very sticky-looking sock. Daddy sat cross-legged in the middle of it, trying to broker a peace treaty. "Okay, guys, listen up," Daddy said, holding his hands up like a traffic cop. "We need to decide on a movie, but we have to talk about it. Brian, you first. What do you want to watch?" Brian, the 6-year-old, puffed out his chest. He was the elder statesman and took his role very seriously. "I want to watch the one with the robots, the one where they fight the other robots, because robots are strong and they have lasers. Pew pew!" He mimed shooting a laser, accidentally poking his little brother in the ear. "Ow!" squeaked Brandon, the 3-year-old. "Brian, we don't pew pew our brother's head." "Okay, so one vote for robots. Brandon, what do you want to watch?" Brandon, who had been trying to fit his entire fist into his mouth, pulled it out with a wet pop. "Trucks," he said confidently. "Just trucks? Like the one with the monster trucks?" "No, trucks." Brandon pointed to the window where a garbage truck was rumbling by. "That!" "Brandon, buddy, we can't watch the garbage truck. That's not a movie. It's just a truck doing its job." Brian leaned in, his eyes wide with 6-year-old wisdom. "Daddy, he wants to watch the Stinky Truck movie. It's a documentary." "A documentary? Since when do you know what a documentary is?" "It's when you watch real things, like squirrels or garbage. It's boring. We need robots." "Trucks!" Brandon shouted, his face turning a dangerous shade of red. He wasn't getting his point across. "Trucks eat trash." "See, Daddy?" Brian said, crossing his arms. "He thinks the trucks eat the trash. He's 3. He doesn't understand documentaries. Robots are better." "I am not 3, Brandon yelled, holding up 4 fingers. Daddy squinted. "Brandon, that's 4. Brandon looked at his hand confused and then put it back in his mouth. "Okay, let's reset," Daddy said, rubbing his temples. "We have 1 vote for robots and 1 vote for eating trucks. This isn't working. How about we watch the one with the talking animals?" Brian and Brandon both stopped and looked at him. Silence. Brian spoke first. "Do the animals have lasers?" "No," Daddy said. "Do they eat garbage?" Brandon asked, his voice muffled by his hand. "No, buddy, they don't." Brian and Brandon looked at each other. They seemed to have a silent conversation. Brian nodded. Brandon nodded. "Okay, Daddy," Brian said, standing up and grabbing his father's hand. "We talked. It's a tie." "So, what does that mean?" Daddy asked, hopeful. "It means," Brian said, pulling him toward the kitchen, "that we have to eat ice cream instead." Brandon scrambled up, yanking on Daddy's other hand. "Ice cream! Eat ice cream!" Daddy stood there, defeated by the flawless logic of a 6-year-old and the lung capacity of a 3-year-old. "Well," he muttered, letting himself be towed toward the freezer, "at least that was a unanimous decision."